Can you actually rationally decide to have a child, like with reason? The philosopher L.A. Paul from Yale says no in her book Transformative Experience, and here's why. In the low-stakes case, you don't know what it's like to taste pomegranate or durian fruit until you've actually tasted it. Some things need to be experienced to be understood. But in a higher stakes case, you don't know what it's like to be a soldier until you've been shot at on a battlefield. Some things need to be lived and experienced in order to be understood. Pregnancy and child rearing are, according to L.A. Paul, one of these things. Having children and raising them changes you so much that it is a epistemically transformative experience. Epistemology is a subdiscipline of philosophy. It just means the study of knowledge, from Greek episteme. So your life before a child, your will be so different after that you won't be able to rationally decide whether or not you want to move from here to here. Also, don't get it twisted. Just because I'm saying we can't rationally decide to do a thing doesn't mean I think we can't make decisions. We make decisions with incomplete information all the time. In contrast to epistemology is pragmatism, episteme versus praxis. We in the human world constantly do this. That's fine. I literally just made an entire video about the validity of emotional reasoning in the context of sentient octopus and ChatGPT. What is this channel? But there are so many more examples than just child rearing of where epistemically transformative experience needs to be understood. The only people who understand what it is like to be transgender are transgender people. We from the outside do not have epistemic access to that experience. And as is so often the case, we fill that epistemic uncertainty with fear. But that is a choice that we are making. We could instead be filling it with care, with compassion. Treating the unknown with fear instead of curiosity is one of the deadly failures of in-group mentality. But philosophically speaking, on what basis do you fear your child transitioning? How do you know that it is harmful if you do not know what the experience is like? More to the point, on what moral basis are you prioritizing fear-mongering about drag shows as opposed to real legitimate threats to children's lives like school shootings, which are happening all the fucking time? Prioritizing a possible threat that lives in an epistemic dark zone for you as opposed to a real and present real threat isn't just an error of moral reasoning, it's fucking negligence. So let's make an edit. People who have not lost someone do not understand what that experience is like. It is epistemic humility to understand that their testimony matters more than your fear.